Alright guys, we got some cool stuff for you here this Tuesday morning. Some really nice builds by Pops over here, along with some one-to-one stuff he's worked on, including some of this. So really cool. Got something to switch it up a little bit for you guys here. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Let's go ahead and take a look at some stuff from our sponsor, Iceman Collection, and Luke, Customs Illustrated. And then we're going to dive right into this. We'll be right back. Hey, what's up everybody? Paul here, Left Coast Model Car Builds. Hope your guys' week is off to a good start. Not too bad here. Had a fun work day, Monday evening, getting this video set up to go tomorrow morning. So, in the past, mentioned that, Resin Review Tuesday would probably kind of blend itself into something else. So, include resins, but as we kind of slim down on some of the stuff, I don't want to be an abrupt start. So this is going to kind of be a mix of things. I have a few ideas for a Tuesday, or just a couple of general themes to follow along with our Throwback Thursday, kind of a let's talk about it Tuesday, and something also to do with like a Pops' Corner, something with his builds, stuff of his past, so you guys kind of see him, because still working on getting him on the camera, but that's tough. So today we're going to look at two of his builds here. Really nice builds. I always enjoy. These are two of my favorites. The True Blue Pearl 57 Chevy and his Custom 49 Ford, which is House of Colors Candy Purple over an Orion Silver. Now along with that, I've been digging out some pictures, past stuff that he's done on the real cars. So for a lot of you that have seen the black 57 that he has, this was after the first time he redid it, blue with a white top, and it stayed like that till about 1997 when we started stripping the lacquer off with razor blades and began the redo process of what it is now. Along with that, we got other stuff that he's helped out or took part in, painting, stuff like this, back completely flamed Thunderbird that was really cool. Doing some flame work on old hot rod here of our friends. Just a lot of little stuff here, things like this. But one I'm going to share with you today, which is really cool, is the August '89 issue of Rod and Custom, which has, this was a friend of ours who's now passed on, but this was his 57 Ford wagon, which my father painted along with his buddy Rod Powell. They did it for Jim. It was, car kind of morphed a lot further than what it was supposed to be, like our models and a lot of other one-to-one projects. It was supposed to kind of start out as something he was doing to make a neat little cruiser out of, and ended up going to the Oakland Roadster show, and I believe did halfway decent out there. So that's what we're going to look at today, is the magazine, along with two of Pops' builds. And again, this might be a show we do. I don't know if it'll be weekly, every other week, we'll figure it out, but something like Pops' Corner, and kind of dive into some stuff and maybe get him on the camera to chat about some things. But really cool models, really cool wagon here we're going to take a look at. So give me a second and we'll be back. Alright everybody, so let's check this out. So as we're maybe switching things up a little bit here. We got some cool stuff from Pops over here. We'll get more into some of the other little projects and things he's done over the years. But today, thought it'd be fitting to check out what was a friend of ours, Jim, no longer with us. But this was his 57 Ford sedan livery. It started out as a two-door ranch wagon. It was chopped, filled in the rear windows, made into a neat little custom. So this is one that Pop sprayed, and then Rod did the flames. So really cool. It actually, if I remember correctly, it made it out to the Oakland Roadster Show. Yeah, I believe it may have placed, not 100% sure, but really cool. Something cool that Pops can talk about. Remember, a good friend by, and he's done a lot of stuff with Rod. Rod Powell is kind of the local customizer out here. I believe he's in the Hall of Fame. Great artist, really talented man. We'll try to get some more of his stuff out here as well. That's who, they did that flame work and some other stuff years later. So this here that we're looking at, it's a really cool story. This is in the Rod and Kustom August 89 issue. So the way I understand it, I was pretty young at that time, probably 89, so I was about 11, I think 11 or 12. So they were going to Rod and Kustom was going out to take some shots of Rod's 58 Buick that he had. Jim worked over there for Rod at the time, and they saw the wagon and said, man, let's shoot that too. Well, when they were going out to a couple different locations to do the shooting, they ran by the Merc here, which I'm not familiar with the gentleman, Dan McConnell, but that was one that Rod also played a part in doing some of the work on it, as you can see in here. And Butch, who did the chop on that, he worked for Rod. He was a friend of Pop's. That's one of the gentlemen. I kind of grew up with all these guys at a really young age. So it's really cool to see stuff like that, in Rod and Kustom back in the day. It was really awesome. Here's the little story on how it all came into play. And then here's some black and whites and a little bit of info on the wagon. We got some pictures of it too. We'll get those out sometime. You guys can all check it out. But really cool. It's neat to see something like this in Rod and Kustom that, Pops had a hand in. Well, he sprayed the car itself, and then Rod went back, did the flame work. So really cool to see, Yeah, we got pictures of the car when it was here and everything else. Really cool. So I thought that would be a fun little look for you guys. And again, just we don't really get Pops in here on videos working on it. But till then, we might do, little Pops' Corner, something like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of his models here. We'll be right back. All right, everybody. So here's some looks on the roundabout here of the old 57 build. So this is the AMT kit, painted in true blue pearl. It's got aluminum, machined aluminum specialty steering wheel. It's got the actual custom kit engine, just some detail work done to it. Let's see if we can get a look at the interior. It's got all the foiling done on the seats as your stock pattern would be. Let's see if we can see in there. It's a little hard, it's dark. And you got some blue flocking in there. There you go. Kind of see some of that. So, really cool build. Pops probably builds a little more of the old school style. versus, guess you could kind of call this semi-newer at the time. Just with the style and the wheels, you can see the custom hood. You can see the engine here, and it'll come back around. Nothing too crazy, just spark plugs, battery cables. You know, just nice clean build. You know, a lot of time in cleaning up the body. So that gives you an idea of that one. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the 49. Alright, so here we have the 49 Ford. It's got a chop top, Packard tail lights, French headlights, a little custom work around the front, pancaked hood. Let's see here. Two-tone flocked interior. You know, just some nice work there on the dash. So that's candy purple urethane over an Orion silver base. Unfortunately, with the lighting here, you can't really get the full effects. You'll have to get some pictures out in the sun there one day, or some better lighting. Wheels, the rims and tires were from Model House. I believe Scale Repos Plus did the aluminum lake pipes that are on there. See a rear pan in the back. Let's see here if we can. Set our hood down. You got basically what would be a little Chevy 350. You got your fuel lines, plug wires, battery cables, an aluminum air cleaner. You know, just nice, traditional, you know, look on this build. There we go. The little Mickey Thompson valve covers. Your heater hoses. Underside. You know, just clean build, brake lines added. So yeah, really cool. This is a fun build, I think, for Pops, although I'm sure he had his moments with it. You know, this is just a really cool, clean build that he did. You know, hopefully we'll get him to finish some of the other projects he has there similar to this here. But yeah, that's one of my favorite builds. I love looking at this one. Just really cool, really clean work. All right, give me a second here. We'll be right back. All right, everybody. So hope you enjoyed the Rod and Custom, the look at the 57, the 49. So I was trying to find Scale Auto for, gosh, I would almost say years. I could be wrong. We kind of just got used to seeing it, but I believe it was either in the front or rear where they would talk about, I think, the contest annual. The 57 Chevy was in there for a number of episodes, if not at least a year or longer, and I'll have to dig one out. If you follow this video to the end and you see kind of the end screen I have there, that actually shows the 57 there in one of the back pages there of the scale auto. It was really cool of them to use it. Really neat. A lot of people came to see that model that way. So, hope you guys are having a good week. Hopefully you get some bench time in with your loved ones. I want to thank everybody again. Channel hit 3,000 subs. That is just crazy. Belle and I were talking about that. I didn't know if it would make 100. So absolutely really cool. Appreciate all the support to the channel. Glad you guys are digging it, digging the content. You know, try to definitely fit in with the community and do little things to keep the channel unique as well. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it, and we'll have more little switch up things as this year goes on. Just keeping it fun, keeping it interesting. So thank you, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good week, and we'll catch you Thursday, if not sometime Wednesday, with some progress on our other builds. Have a good one, everybody. Catch you later. And there's some still shots of the builds here if you want to check them out.